Stand out from other candidates. Job interviews are nerve-wracking experiences that put your self-esteem to the test. You're in stiff competition with other talented applicants for the same position and the stakes are high. Not only do you have to be prepared for any question, but you also need to know how to stand out from the other candidates and leave a lasting impression with the employer. It's not easy to ace a job interview, but it is possible. If you take the time to prepare properly beforehand, you'll be able to showcase your strengths and talents in front of the employer. That way, when they're looking for someone who can deliver results, they'll want it to be you. In this video, we will show you how to stand out from other candidates and get that job. Research the company beforehand. Before you attend a job interview, make sure to do your research about the company. When it comes to the interview question, what do you know about us? Be prepared with an answer that you've put some thought into and isn't generic. It's boring if you just recite the About Us page. This is the bare minimum of research that every candidate would have done. Remember, you want to stand out from the rest, not blend in. So, try thinking about the company you're applying to work at and what they've accomplished in the past few years. What are some of their upcoming projects or something that makes them unique in their industry? Doing your own research before the interview shows initiative, and the employer will see how much effort you put into this process and how serious of a candidate you are. There are many ways in which you can do research on your prospective employer before your interview. For example, by reading recent press releases, visiting their social media pages, reading a few testimonials from past employees, or even reading the annual report instead. That way you get a feel for the type of language and phraseology the company uses and helps you understand what really matters to the organization. Be on time. The first and most important thing to remember is to always be on time. One of the fastest ways to give your interviewer a negative impression is by showing up late. You show that you don't care about their time and that you're not organized or responsible enough to consider other people's needs. And even if you're running just a few minutes behind, it's still not acceptable behavior. Avoid bad habits. Slouching. You might not realize it, but your posture makes a huge difference in how people perceive you. Slouching in your chair during an interview could make you seem less confident and even less qualified for the job. Instead, sit up straight to show off your other qualities like confidence and poise. Being rude. If you are interviewing for a job, you know you need to be careful not to say anything that would disqualify you, but sometimes interviewers can be rude and it can be tempting to respond in kind. Keep in mind that the interviewer might just be testing your patience, so don't lose yours. Using your phone. We shouldn't have to say this, but stay off your phone during the interview. Put it on silent, or even better, turn it off. Speak clearly. Clear communication is important. When speaking to someone, be sure to speak clearly and make good eye contact throughout the conversation. This will help with understanding what is being said. It also makes for a more pleasant experience for both parties involved. Dress appropriately. It is important to dress appropriately for an interview. Just like you wouldn't wear your sports gear to work, it is not advised that you wear jeans, sneakers, and a t-shirt to an interview. You will look unprofessional, and it will not make a good first impression on the interviewer and may be seen as sloppy or lazy. You will not be taken seriously if you are wearing flashy clothing or clothing with inappropriate logos, as this may show immaturity and lack of professionalism. If you want to stand out from the rest of the candidates at your interview, then you should dress professionally in business attire with minimal logo designs. Start doing the job already. To really impress during an interview, show them that you are already thinking and acting as if you're ready to start the role tomorrow. Present a strong understanding of your skills and experience, as well as how those skills would be beneficial in this particular position. If you come in with enthusiasm and a plan of action to take over in the first few months of starting the role, it will seem to the employer you are a worthwhile person to hire. You will come across like someone with enough experience who has put in the time and effort into getting your head around the job requirements. To them, it will sound like you are already a really strong asset to the team and they will have no other choice but to hire you. Use your other skills and experience. It might sound odd at first, but one of the best ways to stand out is to use skills from other parts of your life. For instance, if you have a degree in finance or marketing, you could share some business ideas with the hiring manager, or you might be able to talk about how something like photography has helped expand your skill set and how that is translated into working on a certain project. Be honest about your skills and how they can help you in this profession. Focus on what sets you apart from the rest of the candidates, such as your previous experience in marketing, customer service, or journalism. Your unique selling point will get an employer's attention and potentially entice them into taking a chance on you. Display resilience. It is important to be able to demonstrate your resilience and tenacity when interviewing for a new position because it can help you stand out from other applicants. You need to show that you have what it takes to survive and thrive under pressure in the face of adversity and in a constantly changing environment. You might want to tell a story about a time when you had a challenging assignment or task. Talk about how you met the challenge and how it helped you grow as a person. Exhibit a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the idea that people can change and grow with the times. When you have this mindset, you are not afraid to learn new things. You are willing to take on new skills, and you are actively looking for opportunities to expand into new areas of work and in life. The first step in demonstrating a growth mindset during an interview is to show that you're not afraid to learn new things. Be comfortable taking on new responsibilities and challenges in the workplace, be open-minded about feedback, and be passionate about learning more about what's happening in your industry. Make sure to convey your willingness and enthusiasm for moving with the times by demonstrating how much you are up for the challenge. The more you tell stories about your past experiences, the more it will help you shine in an interview. Think about what experiences that you have had that show that you are not afraid of learning, and then share those stories with the interviewer. Reach out afterwards. A thank you note after an interview is a valuable opportunity to leave a lasting impression on the employer. In your note, you can refer to the conversation that you had with the interviewer and show that you were listening and really cared about what they had to say. You can also express how much you appreciate them taking the time out of their day to meet with you. Be sure not to forget to include any key information about yourself, like your availability or where people should reach out in case they want more information. As you go through the steps of the interview process, make sure to remember the tips we've given you today. We hope that this video helped you understand how to stand out from other candidates and feel more confident about your interview strategy. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please leave a like.